Who's there? It's me, Dad. Can I come in and take a seat in your other chair? If you promise to talk and not sit and stare, don't be silly. Our genetics are more than fair. I admire works of art from my pair. I thought you said we were engineers. Memory just like your mother, I fear. Son, I wanted to talk to you about the humans. Those Palestinians are being assassinated according to my lumen. Unless my photons are deceived, I have a picture of millions that are currently having trouble trying to breathe. The smoke from the rubble is causing the heavens quite the trouble. If it isn't dealt with soon, I'll have to pop a few bubbles. If we record it, we can make a show. The real let your soul glow. Juices all over the couches. We need to deal with those synagogues full of roaches. Dad, I don't have time to play. Excuse my French, but they don't listen to shit I say. Everything logical they rebuke. And if I see one more innocent person exploding on camera, I might puke. They're turning pagers into bombs. And they're boiling goats into pages with their moms. The milk of violence, sour with ignorance, spoiled into maleficence. Well, my voice roars like thunder, 7 rivers flowing unhindered. Last place comes as first. Netanyahu and his curse. He shall hunger for his thirst. As he drinks from Satan's kitchen sink, he shall wait a moment and think, perhaps turn a little pink, and lie down on all of his minks, the skinhead making some leather, the synagogues of Satan and the flock of its feathers. 2. I also see the deception of the weeds that claim to be you, dancing in bullshit without a clue, golden plated like the ancient pharaoh's sarcophagus, choking on pearls shoved into the esophagus. Rome was deceived again by a third-day Josephus. Prophecy of him taking the word into the house of bondage became infamous. The closest next to Titus, just like in the Old Testament, until the English forgot everything relevant and created a whole new elephant, sitting in the middle of the room, crushing the ribs right out of the groom. Now, for the third, a prophecy quite absurd. They're fixed on the first 2, but forgot the shadows that linger behind the herds. Men who move pieces in the dark, trying to sacrifice black pieces from the start. They feel so safe and secure. I am he that reaches the obscure. I am the cure. For those who aren't sure, confusion doesn't come from the pure. I said what I said. They've gathered the sheets and made up the bed. They hunted last Christmas in that Claudius-like sled, decapitated the innocent and gathered the teeth of the dead. The Babylonian fairies leave commodities where they rest their heads. That same score of bones shall be the graveyard in the back of their homes. When they go to find rest, their demons shall say it with their chest. Quite the vanity hanging from the neck and vest. Chain of darkness for the dove's nest. Multiply by thine victim's family crest. 4. The destiny of the men who cause war, and have closed every single door. Happily wine and dine the whore, but wouldn't buy a ham sandwich for the poor. Now I shall close mine, and lead the path of destruction to a reprobate mind. They shall seek and never find, and their consuming fire shall incinerate the thorns on their vine. All that are not begotten shall become pruned and forgotten. Play war games if you wish, become my favorite dish. Later vomiting thine own rations, because you forgot vegetables and compassion. Drunk on elitist vanity, racism, and fashionism. Whilst their hair linger in the toilet because of thy passion. They won't plead the 5th, because after their party they'll need a lift. The coroner will need to bend his knees and lift, in case anyone hits reverse, becomes cursed, turns to salt, and becomes stiff, seasoning the entire earth as the winter seasons shift. Bring the baker, you'll need somebody to gather and sift the blood of my enemies under pressure. There's so much wheat to recover from the grains of those who love one another. And can you handle the 6th? Remove the monolith, clean the monkey bars, and teach them to reach for the stars. Every time they cross the hidden valley, the wolves gather by the ranch in an attempt to rally. adding up the hooves as they tally. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. They tried to steal her flock in the alley, so I will multiply their division. They will be devoured by their suspicion. They'll be hog-tied into submission. Call it a self-righteous expedition. Now armor up and complete the mission. But wait, what about that date? When the fires come for the number 8, that dark crystal ball those two winged angels put in the crate, after sealing the lid with its hate, it came out and fulfilled its fate. Now what will we do with this giant fish and its bait? That's right, before 7. Don't be afraid, I'll give you some leaven. My royal power and authority will be like the beast for a time. And when the smoke of their torment rises, I will devour Cloud 9. And once the smoke clears, and the storms fade and no longer shed their tears, humanity shall come together as peers, and rise again, abolishing its hatred and fears.